Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is what I am calling the Robin Dixon fraud effect. So, as we know, Bravo has been cracking down on the Real Housewives lying and being fraudulent about what's going on in their real lives. Robin Dixon just got fired from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Anna Marie just got fired. Crystal got fired, all from Beverly Hills. And it's also been reported that Kyle Richards has been put on notice that if she's not honest about what's happening with her alleged lesbian relationship with Morgan Wade, then she will be fired too. And apparently, the same thing is now happening with Dorit Kemsley. So before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. So with that, let's go. So this is an exclusive report from the Daily Mail. It says Dorit Kemsley will be downgraded to a friend on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills if she does not admit PK moved out and is staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Bam, 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 bam. So this is what I am calling the Robin Dixon fraud effect. Ever since Robin Dixon got exposed for lying about her fraudulent relationship with Juan, how he was cheating with people and things weren't what it seemed, and go watch it on Patreon and how that kind of blew up in Bravo's face. It seems like they're taking notice of housewives that are pretending to be in happy marriages or at least living under the same roof, or there's not cheating going on, but pretending like that's not happening on the show when social media, we all know the truth. We all know the deal. So I think Bravo is really trying to crack down on housewives lying and fronting and frauding, and they want that juice, aka ratings, for the show. So it says the Bravo producers seem to be putting pressure on Dorit Kemsley. They want her to come clean about her relationship with husband PK Kemsley if she wants to keep her status on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills during season 14. DailyMail.com has learned exclusively that Bravo has apparently gotten heavy with the fashion designer this month because they are fed up with her stalling about her relationship. Dorit and PK have been doing much worse than anyone would guess, a source has shared. Things are so bad that he has moved out of their Los Angeles home and is staying at a famed Beverly Hills hotel alone, the insider added. By the way, we all already knew this. I'm confused as to why Bravo producers are just now figuring this out. We were reporting on this months and months and months ago. So I guess the producers are finally catching up to us and realizing, oh, wait a minute, PK moved out. PK has not been seen wearing his wedding ring. Like, everything went down during the time when the Dorit and Mauricio cheating allegations became public. That is when Kyle and Mauricio's relationship disintegrated. That is when Dorit and PK's relationship disintegrated. And that's also the same time that the two couples stopped hanging out as couples and even as friends. Okay. According to the insider, if she doesn't open up about their marital issues, she will be cut down to only 3 episodes next season and labeled as a friend and not a full-time cast member. Dun, 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 dun. Daily Mail has also learned that Dorit is dragging her feet. She wants to be a full-time cast member on the show, but she does not want to explain that she is on a break with PK and he has temporarily moved out of the house, said the source. She really does not want to be seen as a single mother in Beverly Hills. Well, she lives in Encino. She lives in the Valley. She would have to actually move to Beverly Hills to be a single mother there. But again, she wouldn't be a single mother. She would be a co-parent. Because once you are labeled that, you don't get invited to as many parties, you lose friends, you are an insider. That doesn't make any sense. I think they meant you are an outsider. I don't know what this source is talking about. And again, in 2024, I don't think that's true. I mean, look at Garcelle. She is like the queen of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Look at Sutton. She is also the queen of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and they both are divorced. I would not call them single parents. I would say that they're co-parents, but they're both women who are not married and are divorced with children. So I don't think that this excuse makes any sense. The source also said that PK has all the ties. He has a lot of celebrity friends and pulls, so she doesn't want to lose him at the end of the day, said the source. And it's not about power, and it's not just about power. She also does not want the world to know she failed at her marriage. And the kids don't really know they are on a break either. They think Papa has just taken some time away from the house for business. She worries about the kids. Dorit is mulling over what to do. Does she become a friend and try to repair her marriage in secret? Or does she spill the beans about her break with PK, expose all the ugly details, and get a bigger part on her show? The source said. Well, this is the thing. If I was Dorit, I would just tell the truth about whatever state of my marriage is in and stay on the show as a full-time member and get that Bravo check, because apparently PK is broke. There's been bankruptcies, there has been alleged insurance scams, there's been a lot of gambling debt, there's been a lot of not paying people, whether it's, her in-home nurse after plastic surgery, allegedly, all of these things, but these have all gone to court and everything. So if I was Dorit with the two kids, I personally would not lose this Bravo check because of pride. That doesn't make any sense. If what this insider is saying is true, if I was Dorit, I would stay on the show. I would figure out a real business to do, because Beverly Beach by Dorit, whatever the hell that swimsuit collection was, clearly she got sued by her investors with that. She was designing wedding dresses. I don't know what any other job she has. I don't know. If you guys know what Dorit does for a living, let me know. PK, we all know about his problems. His, real estate show in the UK that got canceled after one season. So I don't know where the money's coming from. So if I was Dorit, I would go get that Bravo check. I would just put it all on the line, let the chips fall where they may, find some side hustle to do to promote while I'm on the show, and get as many coins as I can, especially if they are truly separated the way that this is saying and he's moved out. She needs to start figuring out how she's going to find her way forward. She might pull an Erica Jane and just look for another rich sugar daddy. Who knows? But that's what I would do if I was Dorit. She loves PK, so it's very hard for her. She wants to stay married to him, added the pal. The insider also said that though they have issues, they are a good team. He loves that she is fun and beautiful. She loves that he is business savvy and has a zillion friends, at the source. They have been married since 2015 and share 2 children. Dorit and PK joined the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills during the 7th season. In March, during the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, Dorit said things were not great with PK. After we wrapped filming, things got progressively worse, she said, adding the drinking made things tense. And Tim and I were probably at an all-time bad. Some of the issues that have plagued them: he travels a lot and she has PTSD from a 2001 armed home invasion, allegedly. Her pal Cal Richards is also hanging in the air when it comes to returning to the show. As DailyMail.com reported last week, Kyle's been told to come clean about Morgan Wade, or she may not be allowed to return to the show. Again, that is why I'm calling this the Robin Dixon fraud effect, where Bravo is finally catching up to social media. They're finally catching up to us, and now they're calling the Real Housewives to task because they want the juice and the ratings for the show, for Bravo. Because if we already knew PK had moved out. We were talking about this for months. We already knew Juan was allegedly, hanging out with Canadian girl and whoever else on, Robyn. We never believed that. We already knew that Mauricio for years had cheating allegations, for years had fraud allegations. We already knew this, but they were pretending something else on the show. So now Robyn's been fired. Now Kyle's is like, you can't return unless you tell the truth. And now they're doing the same thing to Dorit. I bet you they start doing that to more people, to more housewives, because they need to get the franchise back on track. Because I think the way the franchise is right now is not sustainable. The ratings are slipping. The audience is upset and getting bored. The cast isn't casting. The producing isn't producing. It's kind of a mess right now. So I think they're trying to get the franchise back on track. Okay. DailyMail.com has learned that the brunette beauty is being pushed to agree to discuss her relationship with 29-year-old singer Morgan Wade for the sake of her series, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So they're talking about Kyle. And Bravo is insisting she must come clean about the secret romance if she wants to appear back on the show. The producers feel that Kyle has said all she can say about her split from Mauricio Umansky, and now it is time to tell the truth about her dating Morgan, said the source. I disagree with that. I think that there is so much more Kyle can say about her split with Mauricio. Like, number one, why? Because she has yet to say why. All she said was something happened that, lost my trust. Well, what is that something? What is the thing? There are so many things she could talk about, infidelity. Has she been cheating? Has he been cheating? What was the final straw? There's a lot she could say. A lot. That's a missed opportunity if this is true. Kyle has beat around the bush a ton about Morgan, and it's getting old. It is time for her to finally admit that that it is more than a friendship. Again, I still don't think it's more than a friendship. Some people do, some people don't. Let me know what you guys think. Put it down below. The 55-year-old sister of Kathy Hilton has insisted that she and Morgan are just friends. That's what I think. I think this is all nothing but PR and publicity, and it is getting old. Like, nobody cares. It's a bunch of, you know, PR relationship. Morgan looks bored and petrified. She literally called Kyle a stalker. It's not cute. It's not funny. But as always, I want to know what you guys think about this. What do you think about the Robin Dixon fraud effect? Do you think that it's right for Bravo to say, you know what, Kyle, you can't come back to Beverly Hills unless you're honest about Morgan? I think they need to say Morgan and Mauricio, personally. And then what do you think about what they're doing with Dorit? Like, Dorit, you're lying and saying that you and PK are still a happily married couple under the same roof, but yet word on the curb is that he's moved out. Things are really bad. You guys are split and separated. If you want that full-time diamond, you need to come clean and really talk about your marriage. Or do you think, no, it's okay if she doesn't and she can still come back? Or maybe she shouldn't come back. Maybe she should be demoted. Maybe she should take a pause. Let me know what you guys think about this. And then also, I think the biggest missing piece that I think that the producers need to push these women on if they come back in any capacity is, what, if any, was any truth behind the Mauricio and Dorit cheating allegations. They addressed it very briefly at the reunion 2 reunions ago. Not this last reunion, but the reunion before that. And it was really pathetic because Andy Cohen hadn't even heard the rumors. He was like reading the card. He was like, oh, that was a rumor. And it just went really quick. Like, oh yeah, people are lying, blah, blah, blah. So ridiculous. So stupid, right? So I need them to do a deeper dive into that because I think it's more than a coincidence. I believe in conspiracy, not coincidence, that the moment these rumors come out, Mauricio and Kyle are splitting. PK and Dorit are splitting. Kyle and Dorit are no longer friends. Mauricio and PK are no longer doing business. So let me know what you guys think. Put it down below. And will you be watching this upcoming season of Beverly Hills? And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. With that, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.